Hey guys, this is Renee Mitchell here with Jaimoe from the Allman Brothers. And I'm honored to be here. Thank you so much, Jaimoe, for allowing me in your house. Behind us is
Do you see that?
where all the magic happens. Yes. Okay, so just some questions while we're here on the spot. Music nowadays, some topics we were just talking about. While we were on that subject, maybe I wonder who influenced you coming up?
My parents, my uncles, and cousins.
Okay. Can we hear some names, please?
My mother,
What was your mother's name?
Helen Kelly Johnson.
God bless her.
My grandmother, Ella Pitts Kelly. My grandmother, Lily Gibson.
How did you grow up?
How did I grow up?
Yeah. Speaking of your grandma. Memories.
You lost me. How did I grow up?
Where did you grow up? How about that?
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Okay. State your birth date and name for the record.
Johnny Lee Johnson.
Thank you.
July 8th, 1944. 1 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Okay. So the Allman Brothers, can you tell us when they were founded and how that came about? Just in a brief snapshot.
It was 1968. I got a call from a guy who said, Dwayne Allman wanted to know if you would come play in his band. I said, okay, so we'll go talk about it.
Any memories pop up recently?
About
Well, you've been in, Jaimoe's been through some shoulder surgery. One thing that we have in common, allowed us to be friends, car business, other things. But we both have had also shoulder surgery, so I know what that's about. And being a drummer, that must have you in a lot of retrospect. Having an outlet such as drums and being here recovering. Any memories pop up recently?
no.
Okay. What made you pick the drums out of all the instruments?
I heard this guy, Gene Kruger, play the drums. And he had a buddy named Cozy Cole. They both had records out in 1959. I think that's what did it. Other than if it's not, then I don't know.
What was your biggest achievement?
Being to the age where my mother didn't have to worry about me anymore.
God bless. What were your earliest memories? How far back can you go?
When I was 6 months old, I remember being down between a mattress and a wall. And everyone was going around the house looking for me. And I saw them looking, but they couldn't hear me, they couldn't see me because they thought I was gonna crawl out the house. said, you can't remember that. I said, you were 6 months old. I said, I'm telling you what I remember. That's a premium. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Yo, Vito.
What can you tell me about what can you tell me about the soul artist you grew up with? Because I think it's amazing you got a chance to play with Otis Redding. You mentioned something about Mr. Otis and your biggest achievement earlier. An earlier discussion we had. Somehow we talked about Bobby Womack a while back. You had mentioned you had lent him your keys once. You've told me about some places you visited, playing with Elton John. Who was the most inspirational person you've ever played with?
Now that's a good question.
Thank you.
Nobody's never asked me that before. Nobody. I have no idea.
What's your most memorable moment on stage? I don't think that's a original question, but I am interested.
See if I come up with you as an original answer.
Thinking why you haven't said somebody else. All right. Tell me about growing up in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. What do you remember?
I remember the railroad track. The train going by. Left that when I was 2 years old.
What word best describes you?
What?
What word best describes you? What do you want people to think of you when they think of Jaimoe? What do you want to leave behind?
Well, there goes a person just like all the rest of us.
Is there anything that's helped you along the way?
Huh?
Is there anything that's helped you along the way in particular that's stood out?
Yeah, know what you gotta do. Whatever it may be.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about that for the youth coming up? And do you want to touch on music nowadays and what you see on as far as the evolution of music?
Listen to your parents. Stay out of all the bad trouble. There's some trouble out there you can get into. It's not bad, but it's trouble. Stay out the real bad trouble. here's to Grandma Mitchell. God bless everybody.
Thank you so much, Jaimoe. I appreciate that.
Well,
On that note, I'll let you